saw today and the bounce back from last weekend.
Exactly. It was, we needed to show some resiliency. Okay, we lost a tough game the week before in the season. It's one game, so we really challenged the kids to have more enthusiasm. We just looked like a team that wasn't enthusiastic sometimes. I don't know if it's because they were so worried about making mistakes or I just felt like we played freer today. It's a great defensive day when when they don't score a touchdown. That's hard to do in today's world. I can't remember how many turnovers we caused. It was at least 3. Yeah. So those were huge. I think Lance became the all-time leading receptions guy. And when you play complementary football, defense gets you a turnover, you follow it up with a score. And then I thought offensively we were consistent in the run game, which we really wanted to focus on this week. And I thought Carter did some good things, and there were a couple plays left out there. There's some catches we could have made out there. We made some, but there's a few more we could have made. So, we challenge our guys to just, hey, man, make plays. Believe in yourself to make plays. But we had about 300 yards rushing, looks like. That's a good day. And that's what we wanted to do. But complementary football. Okay, complementary football. Defense played good. Offense capitalized on some turnovers. We were able to run the football. And then I thought special teams-wise, we were great. Dev had the big punt return. I think that makes him the all-time, maybe all-purpose guy in the history of the school. I know, Solomon Zubero just made an impact in the game, put a lot of pressure on the quarterback, and I think that he probably, I think y'all mentioned he might have set a record there as well with quarterback hurries maybe. So that's big, So what we wanted to get accomplished this week, we did. And now that locker room is much more, I think, confident, moving forward. And you got to be because it's such a tough conference week in and week out. So great crowd, a complete game. I felt like I'm sure his coaches will find things on film that we can correct. But the feeling out there was a bunch of kids wanted to go have fun and play together and play hard and be physical and just do it the right way. So I think we did that today. So I'm really proud of the kids for bouncing back. They had a good week of practice. They were very enthusiastic about it. So today's a big Southern Conference win, and we'll enjoy it for about 24 hours, and then we got to get back to work.
You preach high energy. You wanted energy all week. What did you see in practice this week? And obviously, first play from scrimmage, that's the most energy you can probably get from the first play.
Sure. The kids just did. They responded. They actually had a player-led meeting on Monday just talking about those things. And they did a good job with that. Sometimes life is funny and the psychology of things are, there's a high expectation and, the kids want to win so bad sometimes you can't get out of your own way, So I felt like we just played freer today and didn't worry about making mistakes and by doing that, I think you don't make as many, and you can just play wide open and aggressive. And so that was a step in the right direction. We got a long way to go, but that was a step in the right direction.
I know you've been harping on them to break more tackles all season long. Thought Al did a great job today. 164 yards rushing. I think it was the 6th highest total in school history.
Yep.
You can't ask for a better day from him than what he got today.
He ran with authority today.
Yeah.
Ran kind of angry. And I thought Tyrell came in and had some good runs too, as a freshman coming in. So that's, trying to develop a 1-2, punch right there at that position so they can keep each other fresh and keep each other energized. I think we're starting to see that. Obviously Dev had some electric plays, but that a lot of people got involved. Thought our tight ends looked like they played better today. So, and I think that was VMI has done some good things this fall. I mean, they're a good, tough team. They're very disciplined. So I think that's a quality win today in decisive fashion.
I think a big key today, you didn't really give them anything. I mean, last week with Furman, the hold on the block punt and stuff like that, you didn't really give anything to VMI today. And talk about that, how that
we just played a cleaner game, didn't we? Just much cleaner game in all phases. And, we caused the turnovers today. We got the extra possessions today. And those things add up, and you separate. So, yeah, that's what we're looking for. Now we got to continue to put good, solid games back to back to back, and just good, solid days with enthusiasm back to back. And But I was very proud of our team just responding like they did today.
And some individual guys, obviously, Devron Harper becoming the all-time all-purpose yards leader for this program. He's actually closing in on all-time punt returns. Broke Chandler Curtis's record today and could break another Chandler Curtis record. What has Dev meant to your program, particularly over the last couple of seasons?
Well, he's an electric player. I mean, he's dynamic. He's a good teammate. He's fun to be around. He loves to compete. I mean, he's out there competing now. 170 pounds now, and he's out there, you know, he's throwing it up in there, you know, and he is trying to score every time he touches the ball, you know. So he went up. I know he didn't catch in the end zone, but, boy, he sure went up and gave great effort, you know, and he'll come down with some of those. You know, when you go up and you play with confidence like that, you're going to come down with some of those because that was a big time, go up and try to get the ball. I know it popped out, but it's good to see him go up, you know, and really try to just slam dunk that thing. He's special, no question. We got to find different ways to get him the ball every week, but he made his impact on this game.
Even with from your perspective, even with a first-team preseason all-conference punter, reigning punter, SoCon punter of the week, do you kick to a kid like Devron if you're on the other sideline?
I don't know. I mean, like I said, there's always psychology to it. You want your team to go, look, we're going to kick it to him. We're going to go cover him and tackle him, you know, or you can just kick the dang thing out of bounds. It just depends on how good your punter is, what you think your coverage is, and what your mentality is, you know. And I can understand people kicking away from him, but I don't blame people for, hey, let's go out and compete and kick it to him and go get him on the ground. So I think it's just each team's going to be different.
I don't think you really gave an inch today, and we're talking about guys like Solomon and Lance, but your leaders on defense. I thought that, again, you said the players-only meeting, the defense really stepped up today. I mean, they dominated VMI.
They did. Like I said, if you don't give up a touchdown in a college football game these days, it's pretty dang sporty. And you know, they had to hit a long field goal was their point. So we didn't let them get down there, you know. And I think they got down there one time, and like I said, hit a gosh, had been a 45-yard field goal. So really good defense. I thought we played better. I thought we were much more aggressive in the secondary today, just being confident about playing the football. And I'm pleased. You know, now we got to get better. It's going to get harder. I know East Tennessee played Sanford really tough today, you know, throughout maybe into the third quarter. I'm not sure what else happened in the league, but this league there's some good teams, you know, and we got to continue to improve to have a chance every game to win these games.
How beneficial is it, and you already mentioned the crowd today, how beneficial is it for you to have a top 10 team last week, but how beneficial is it for your team to then have a home game and play in front of the home crowd?
I mean, we have a great, for the FCS level, it's a freaking great deal. Okay, got a lot of people here. You know, the concert, you know, Daniel does a great job. I mean, those are things that, I mean, when you're walking through the Bear Walk and there's a bunch of people out there, that means something. You know, so we want, and if we put a good product out there like we did tonight, they're going to come back. You know, that's important. It all works together. They want to see a team they can get behind. You know, and then when you get here and it's family friendly and you can enjoy a day here, and I mean, it's a fun day. It really is.
164 yards rushing, sixth highest mark in school history, career high for you. How'd you feel out there today?
I felt good, you know, locked in. I mean, didn't really treat it different than any other game. Even when I broke the long run, I mean, I knew there was a whole lot more football left to be played, so I had to stay locked in the whole time.
Did it shock you how big that hole was at the start of the game?
Yeah, but I mean, I trust my line, you know. I mean, you just got to keep on pounding it. I mean, saw the safety 1-on-1. I mean, I like my chances, so I had to make a play.
After 50 yards, you sort of look behind you to see how close they are to you.
I definitely did. Definitely did. I mean, I'm not the fastest, you know. At the same time, I trust my breakaway speed, and that's what happened, man. You know, I put a lot of work into my speed.
After a tough loss like last week to Furman, how good does this win feel?
It feels great. I mean, to go out there and to dominate another team. I mean, we didn't play our best last week, so to get that bad taste out of our mouth, it feels really good. But at the end of the day, it's a long season, you know. I mean, we got to get ready for ETSU. Enjoy this win, obviously, tonight, but we got to get back to work Monday.
And got to give some credit to the guys in front of you. The O-line thought they played a whole lot better today.
Yeah, they played great. You know, I was very happy with the work they put in.
What was the difference this week from last week, you think?
Monday, people had to – I was in class, but, Monday everybody let out what they had to let out, and I feel like it made us better as a team from it. Got a lot of guys said some things that they've probably been holding on for the last couple of years, and I feel like there was a good sense of unity on the offense, playing with some more swagger, and hopefully we just continue to show that.
And how has this team, the pretty dominant win today, but is this team's best game? It's probably this season, but how much better can this team be?
Oh, yeah. We showed it in the past. The past really doesn't matter too much. We got to worry about right now, but, we showed what we can do on offense. And, obviously it's a new season, but we still have a lot of the same guys back. And it's up to us whether or not we're going to continue to be dominant like we play Mercer football,
Lance, talk about the game today, how good it feels. Talk about the defensive effort on the field today. I thought you guys really dominated VMI.
Well, today was a really good day for us defensively. We caused 3 turnovers. Coach Taylor really harps on getting the ball out and forcing turnovers to be the best defense. We rallied to the ball. We tackled well. It hurt that we lost one of our, leaders on the team, Isaac Dowling, but, we rallied around him and, we were going to play for him, and I feel like we finished the game out really strong.
Isaac goes out of the game. What do you, as a leader on the team, what do you tell the rest of the defense?
That Isaac put his all into this team to be a leader on the field, off the field, and that it would be a disservice to him if we didn't play to his level every snap.
What kind of energy you feel the defense had today out there on the field?
Oh, we were having fun, flying around. It was definitely different, Like Al said, we had a bad taste in our mouth. We didn't play as well as we wanted to last week. Just came out, worked hard all throughout practice this past week. We're prepared. We were mentally, physically, prepared. Just had to unleash and let loose and have fun.
Now, what made this week different from last week? What was the feeling like in practice and on the game field today?
We harped energy because, there were times where we lacked energy. It would be a good play earlier in the season where if somebody made a good play, there may not be energy from everyone as it should be when a good play is made. Because at the end of the day, this is a sport we all fell in love with and we all are supposed to have fun. And I feel like we were kind of sucking the fun out of the football aspect and just kind of not really taking it as of what we love to do. And we chose to do this, so let's have fun while we're doing it. But today we focused on having fun and enjoying ourselves out there. And that was a big difference today.
How much energy does Al Wooten's 76-yard run on the first play from scrimmage give the defense?
Oh, it was crazy because, Al's not the fastest guy, but to see him not get caught, it kind of was all right, because Al also has been working on his speed over the offseason to get faster, but to see him not get caught, it was promising. I was like, okay, Al moving a little bit now. So it kind of got everybody hyped because you expect the receivers to do something like that, not one of our bigger running backs.
Yeah. Al said he trusts his breakaway speed.
In certain instances, yes, but, against us, no, he's getting hauled down every time.
He said at about 50 yards he started looking behind him to see how close they were.
Yeah, absolutely. He should. He really should start looking about 10 yards down the field because I don't really know how far he's going to get. But, he did it today. He picked those knees up today and got moving. So
one of the big differences today, Lance, is turnovers. You guys caused some today. How good does that feel to finally get that monkey off your back?
Oh, it feels great. For what we did last year, we caused a lot of turnovers last year, and we were kind of in a lull this year, this first couple games in terms of turnovers, but, getting 3 today were huge. And, we forced a fumble. Richie Coffey forced it, picked it up. I was blessed to have an interception. And then Braden Manley, our freshman, caused a fumble, and Drew Clare picked it up. And, just being able to force fumbles and, not have to rely on we're giving the offense another chance, an extra chance to score. And knowing our offense and what they can do, just giving them an extra chance to score, that's big for us.
Now, let's talk about one turnover in particular, and that's your interception. You become the all-time interceptions leader in Mercer football program history. What does something like that mean to you as a player?
It's a blessing. I've been here for, 5 years. This is my 5th year, and it's a testament to all my hard work. The guys that came before me that, taught me and mentored me to become the leader and the player I am today. And even to the guys that are younger than me, who I'm their mentor, their leader, or who are pushing me every day to, become better and not get complacent with myself. But just seeing a recognition like that is big and it's a blessing. You have to thank the Lord for something because never in a million years would a 5'8" kid from Marietta, Georgia think he'd be an all-time interception leader at a Division I school.
What do you take into next week now? How do you build on a performance like this?
Even more turnovers, even more violent to the ball, rallying together, because like I said, Isaac we don't know when he's going to come back, but now we have that next man up mentality. But whoever is that next man up, we're going to rally behind them and make sure that they know that we have their back and Isaac's going to be there for them. We're going to do everything as a defense to make sure that there's no drop-off, even though we lost a key player like Isaac Dowling.
All right, Dev, let's talk about, after that opening play from scrimmage, how that Al Wooten is probably the fastest guy on the team now.
Yeah, nah, he not. But he picked him up, man. I'm proud of him. We talk a lot, and I want him to get his confidence back. I told him, run like when that 29 was on your back, and when he do that, he knew, like, coming in when he was number 29, he didn't start, but he always was hungry to get in. Every play he made it worth, like, coaches seeing it. So I'm like, hey, man, just because you started out don't mean let off, So, the day we talked, and he was like, hey, I'm going to come in, I'm actually, I'm going to play back having fun instead of just being so uptight on yourself. And we got too comfortable. It's just a lot of that. Like, that run just meant more to me than just, like, looking at him like, oh, yeah, you going. I know what he did to get to that point. Like, you knew. He told me I'm not going down. I'm trying to stay up every play. First down, every play, I want to average 10 yards a play. I said, well, let's make it happen then, So seeing that, I knew he had the ability to do it. You just got to give folks that confidence, which he a good back. He got to believe in that. You got to make them really gain their confidence and believe in themselves before you can't just believe in somebody and then they just go out there and do it. I'm like, man, you gotta have confidence in yourself because we need you. You the top back for us right now, so we need that.
After last Saturday and the loss to a top 10 team, which wouldn't be a big deal for most people, you guys took it to heart. What was this week like in practice, and then how good does a win like this feel to you guys? Oh no,
this win feels amazing. I just love the energy we have. Win or lose, I like to go out like that. Like, go out, we all together, we all got high energy. It's gonna hurt, but I'd rather hurt that way than we go out there and lay down halftime and then just let somebody run away with it. Let's go out the hard way. This felt good. Practice, we had high energy. Monday starting off, we all just celebrating with each other. We really was hard on the sideline behind, having a lot of energy when people come off. Even if you get a first down, we want to hear you like, hey, you yelling. We ready to make another play. I want to have my brothers hype. So, coming to the sideline, it actually felt good. Like, you ready to go make a play again when your whole teammates, y'all over there slapping helmets, chest bumping, and just being involved in the game. Like, the first beginning of the season, we'll be out there on offense, and it's like you see people sitting down, the energy really not high. That kind of drains you as a player when you score and then you see only like one person celebrate with you, or you just like, are they really into it? And then I score this time, and then everybody is hype. We got a sideline one. I said that's what we needed before. We like other teams do it. They whole sideline do it. So I said, man, let's just really come together, and when your brother scores, sell out for him. Show him that you love him like that. And that was good for us. That was the whole thing. Bring energy this week.
What's your favorite part of the electric stuff you do on the field? Is it the punt return touchdowns, or do you have other favorite parts?
Honestly, everything feel the same way to me. Everything, receiving, rushing. As long as I get in the end zone for my team, we getting points when we winning. Or if I just get a first down for them, we keep defense off the field, I feel amazing, man.
How close were you to pulling in that catch in the end zone when they jumped up in there?
I was close. I should have came down with it. I can't make no excuses. If it hit your hands, you got to come down with it, man. I don't care how you hit the ground. I mean, I caught a sideline when the dude hit me, so I can't let the ground beat me on that one. That was just on me. So for Coach Harris, I count it as a drop. That's a drop for me. So, yeah, I got to pull that one in.
Did you get the wind knocked out of you on that one?
Yeah, I had landed on my back. And it was like the ground. As soon as I hit the ground, it's like, boom, it came up. And I was like,
so you want to prove a point, you ran off the field. You sprang right up, ran off the field.
Yeah, it was like a little stinger. I was just sitting there. Man, Ty came up to me talking about something. If you embarrassed, man, just get up. I said, man, I'm not embarrassed. I had to get that stinger out. But yeah, I got up and I got off the field. I love that, man.
All-purpose yards leader, all time. For people that don't know, receiving, rushing, return yards, but in essence, you're the most electric player on offense that's ever come through this program. What does something like that mean to you?
It means a lot. It really do. I think it just means a lot to me just knowing, like, Coach Cronic believe in me. to do all of those positions. And Coach Cole, Coach Harris, them putting me in that position to be able to do that for the team. That really makes me feel like I'm a great player for real, because you don't have a lot of people like believe in one person that much, like, and they depend on stuff. It's like, oh, he'll do this, I know he'll go get this, or I know, and that's just I don't know, that's just love, man. Like, that just made me feel like that give me confidence that I can really make a change on this team. My players believe in me, so being able to do that, even breaking the record. I mean, they told me on the sideline, but my mind don't even be on records or nothing. I just be like, man, let's just go win. And whatever happens, it just happens.
What does I asked you this for the program this week, Dev, but what does it mean to you to be a part of this program? What are some of the things that you've learned along the way being a part of this program?
And this not even in a bad way, but discipline. Actually discipline yourself. When the coaches actually say they try to prepare you for life outside of football, places I went before, it was they taught me, the college way, but it's like here they definitely they put their foot down on disciplining you, making you do the right thing, just making the right choices in your life. And it's always the little things, and that'll take you a long way in life, as I see now, coach, these grown men talking to you, so I'm only respect you or listen, but just the simple things, like, man, you tired, man, go to breakfast check. You don't know, one day you might have a job, you got to get up and do that. So it's just a lot of things, they repetitively do that, and it just builds you up, it just makes you a better person, man. From here, I would say, outside of football, I just feel like I became a better person myself, a better man, better leader, trying to just lead people on and off the field, telling my brothers, like, hey, man, don't go out with them today. Just simple as that, and that just take you a long way, man. I really appreciate them for that.
After a dominant win today, and I just asked Lance this, how do you build on something as dominant of a win as this was today?
We just can't be a roller coaster. That's how we got to build on it. We got to keep the same intensity. Practice Monday, it shouldn't be no different. We should go out there and we should love it. We get to do this. It's people that die to be in this position. You think about it, we out here on full ride, and we tired of getting up in the morning. And they ain't gotta give you that money. Somebody else can come in and get that money, but they chose you. You should really think about that. Like, when I wake up, I think about how my mom, my dad, they could be paying for this, but they not. So I'm gonna come in here every day and I'm gonna give you everything I got. So that's how we need to build on, have that mindset of, man, like they said, we get to do this. Come out. If you want this feeling right here all the time, you're gonna come out and prepare for it all the time. So that's what we gotta do.